Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack. Uh, 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 you better, you better, you better, you better. You gotta get away, darling, cause that is what it gotta do. Good thought, but I know. Wait, I like this song better. Okay.
Flow Rider.
Quack, quack. Why would I get rid of that hiccup? Monday, Monday, Monday. Did I mess my title up? Wait, I've messed the title up. No, how did I mess it up? Liquid bread. Fixed it. Okay. Wait. And now we're back. Hello, chat. How we doing? How is your one day? Is it today? Is it Thursday? It's Thursday today. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. How's your day? It's been lovely and sunny in the Kanto region today. Oh my god, it has been so hot. I had to eat some ice cream. I'm late coming live because I needed to get ice cream. I just needed to cool off a little bit. It's starting to feel like summer, baby. And I know I do look, I've like my top is like very low. It's really, oof. What's with the Italian vibe? This is how I dress normally. This is, don't let Bunny see. Bunny'd love. What do you mean? Ain't no doubting about that one, bro. Chat, how are we doing, eh? Is Sin in Japan? No, Sin is in London, but it's freaking warm here, bro. It's been so warm. I want to make the chat, let me just make this a little bit bigger. That should do it. That's a good size for you guys. You guys are freaking big. I like it big. What can I say? Sintalian confirmed. I am indeed Italian. Wait, is that checkered top? No. Oh, this is an overshirt. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that one. It's floral underneath though. You know, I thought it was French. Stop this blasphemous conversation. Centrosity HD is not French, nor will he ever be. Je déteste le français. Well, wait, maybe I am French. I mean, don't all French people hate French people as well? Hi, Ari. How you doing? Okay, chat. Okay, I am gonna, for the sake of stream, I'll button up one button. I'm looking at myself in my camera. I'm like, okay, maybe I am, he do be surrendering though. I swear to all that is good, Zine. No. How you doing today, Ari? Welcome in. Let's not check it up though. It's just an overshirt. Right. Let's do this right. Hi and hello everybody. My name is Higglewild and welcome to today's video where today we're going to be playing Pokemon Nuzlocke. Part 1. Or are we? Is that right? Did I do that right? Did I do it right? But Tyson, how's your day? Ari, how's your day? Stealth, how's your day? Zine, how's your day? Hiccup, how's your day? Dejang Brigade, how's your day? Miss anybody else that's chilling here right now? I think I got everyone. I think I did it. Nuzlocke, let's go! Pokemon Nuzlocke. I couldn't do a Nuzlocke, especially on stream. Right, welcome down everyone. Today we're doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Hi, hey, and hello everybody. My name's Higglewild and today we're going to be playing Pokemon Kanto region. Is that right, Hiccup? Did I do it? Which game I played? All of the mainstream Pokemons. I'm thinking Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon game, especially with a Nuzlocke. I like Pokemon. Pokemon DP is where I was like, yeah, baby. Snap your keyboard live on stream. No, okay. Run for your life now. Okay, I think I nailed it too much that he's threatened by me taking his identity, chat. I need to run. Identity theft affects tens of people a year, chat. Good on you for not seeing race though, Jim. Good on you. I like this song though. Oh! Let go, let go. I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Whoa! I'd love to see you snap it though. However, have you heard of Pokerogue? I have not heard of Pokerogue. Cynthia will be funny to watch you face. Now I'll be the imposter. Here's what I'm gonna say. Unpopular opinion. Pokemon Black and White is where Pokemon fell off. I said it. Pokemon Diamond Pearl is the last good Pokemon in my opinion. After that, yeah, you butchered it so much. You butchered the Bristolian accent so badly that you now like the way that your accent sounds. See, I think I've done it just fam. That's some shade. Nah, fam, Palworld was lit. Palworld was great though. Palworld was so good and I loved it. I spent so much time playing it. I think I will say is Palworld is the reason why I got back into streaming and yet I never streamed it. I think that's what the game that got me back into like gaming full time was Palworld, and I was going to make a YouTube series on it. In fact, the YouTube series I was going to do on it, which was going to be, I spent 100 days in Palworld. That was going to be, I was going to do it where there was going to be no deaths. I was going to do Nuzlocke. I had so many challenges put in place. It would have been a great video to do. I just never did it. I started filming it and I went straight into streaming. I was like, you know what? Why even go down the route of recording it? Why not just go straight into streaming? I'll even do it. I'll start playing the game on stream. Never streamed it, not once. In fact, I uninstalled it from my PC and went straight down to Minecraft. And now we have the server. Palworld community server, could not do it. Could not do it, Zine. We can't do it. We're too busy, bro. Anyway, guys, because I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning at 3 a.m., by the way, Hiccup. Remember that part. I'm going to go to Foxy Sleeps. So, I'll catch you all in a bit. Whack. I'll see you later, Hiccup. Have a great night, I did. I love seeing you. I want to see you again, Hiccup. I want to see you again this summer at some point. We need to do another London meetup. Pokemon Sapphire brought some decent things into the series, mainly Sceptile and Blaziken. Blaziken, top tier. What, you want to give me a Hitmonlee and a Charizard having a baby together? Say less. That's a weird Rule 34 right there. I'm into it. The KFC Pokemon. Don't you do that to my dear Blaziken. What? No. We can't be doing that. We're not allowing it. You're making me think of food now. I've just ate. Shut up. It does look tasty, to be fair. I'm going to look up Tasty Blaziken. Tasty Blaziken. I might not show you guys the results. Although, wait, is this safe? There's nothing here, right? Right, so there's nothing showing. There's nothing R34. Okay, so there's nothing R34 showing. That's good. STT said hi. Hey Ryan, how you doing, bro? It's cute as frick, but I'm sad now. That's just mean, bro. I am here, and hello, Sin. Hey Ryan, how you doing, bro? Mr. Sun-Dried Tomato. I remember a time, Ryan, where when you join, if I called you Sun-Dried Tomato, you'd get very upset about it. And that's why I continue doing it. So that's why I did it in the first place. I'm looking at my... Wait, did I just... I watched that back on my stream. I was like, that's either clipped, shipped, or... I won a tournament on the 21st of April. Was it just 21 April Fool's Day jokes? It was ages ago. It was 2 years ago. What do you think of the tastiest Pokemon? What is the tastiest Pokemon? What one would I want to eat? Well, that's the better question. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can wheel my whistle, baby, whistle, baby. Bro did not just show the biggest R34 Pokemon. I don't know what you mean, bro. You said tastiest. Somebody said, which Pokemon would I want to eat the most? I have to go with my water types, bro. I faced the sun-dried tomato in his finals. You faced him. How did it go? Who did better? 2 years ago seems like such a long time ago. Now it's GCSE season. I'm going to have the longest summer I'll ever have. My summer has actually already begun. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a lot planned in terms of like socializing with friends. I really want to start going to like Hyde Park and stuff. Just to chill, just to hang out with people, go out, have a picnic, drink refreshing drinks, like take slushies and stuff, water balloon fight. I just want to, hold on. It's sad, but I've never had a summer. Every year, right? Every year since I was like an adult, I've worked. Like I had day job, then day job. It was very sunny today. Cookie, you went to Nando's. And I did. I went out today as well. I had my sunnies on. Wait, you ready? This is what it looked like. This is what I looked like. Wait, where are they? Where are you? Where are my sunglasses? There they are. Literally just had them on. This was me today. That was me. No, don't do that with a fizzy drink. Quack, quack. This song is Iconopop's version of All Night Chat. We're coming at it live from Cintrosity HD Radio, bringing those summer bangers all night long. I've never heard someone regret not being a parent Hardison. Just you describe my summers. It's... No. So, since I was 18, right? And don't forget, I don't have any children. I don't have any dependents. I just have me, myself, and I. And every summer I've been indoors and just working all day, every day. And I've made sure that this year I am going to have a summer. Does that mean I'm going to stream less? Not necessarily. It just means the time that I spend live is going to be more focused, less unplanned, more about... hey, we're filming a video today, or hey, we're doing a live stream as a group today because the stream team's got some content that we want to film. And we're going to make it worth it. And then there'll be some IRL videos that I do. I'm also going to be traveling a lot this year because of a partnership of another company that I'm working with in the building. I'm going to make sure that I also film meeting up with Shados. And I'll be... don't tell him, but I'll water balloon fight. Shadows with Autumn. No. Water balloon fight stream Pog. What the hell? How did you know that? I was just... Huh? That was like exactly what I was going to... I was about to say that I'm going to throw water balloons at Shadows. But... Zine, get out my brain, bro. Stop sharing a brain cell. But that's what I'm going to do. Nani? Emotional damage. You have a very big target, to be fair. So exactly, I'm not gonna miss. I need some to just get it turned into gold. I do. I'm not. You know what the version of this is? It's like, I love this, right? This is great. Let me just detach the let me unpin this playlist. Let me pin this one. That's the magic. Come on. You got the magic. Troublemakers. Oh, you. I got the magic in me. What's the song called? It's Pitch Perfect. Volunteer. How about you? But the eyes. Come on. It's this. This is so much better. It's so much. This version's way better. Right, Sin should play Airsoft. I used to play Airsoft quite a lot actually, and then I couldn't because I got too old for it and too busy. What did I miss? I host. You'll be fine. You just get into it's fine. Look, get the exposure then. Except with Brits end up on Twitter. Like, I can't end up on Twitter. I have a private Twitter that I don't tell people about because I have a very specific side of Twitter that it just doesn't fly. I'm so political, especially when it like. I prefer having my I will say my opinion, and that is the worst thing to do as a content creator, but I will say my opinion. I think we should send them gift baskets. It's such a vibe, Ari. The world is out the line. I sing this too often to myself. Turns into gold. In me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Ready for it? I listen to the Pitch Perfect album too often. Cheer, 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 cheer. I joined an a cappella group at one point. I've got the magic in me. Every time you touch my skin, it turns into gold. Cause you got the magic, come on. Cause you got the magic, come on. So clap your hands, come on. So clap your hands, come on. Cause you got your hands, come on. So clap your hands, come on. I got the magic in me. It's great. Chat, this next song, we know and we love it. This is Top Loaders, Dancing in the Moonlight. I'm Mr. Revised Exam. See you later. See you later, Stealth. Make sure that Ryan's also studying, okay? We get it almost every night. I saw it, Stealth. Don't worry about it, my friend. But Zine, to be fair, yeah, I know. Twitter is more than it. We don't judge you. Shut up, bro. I'm on there because I'm very political and I like to have my say in things. I hide my Twitter for that reason. It's so bad. I know. It used to be something, but the thing was though, it was filled with censorship shit. So and now it's just, it's collapsed. But it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. However, chat, here's what I'm saying. I want to start doing... I was thinking about this last night. I think Gartic is a good thing to do, right? And I enjoyed what we were doing with the fusions, okay? And I will make a section. We have community game pictures, but I'm going to change it rather to like Gartic or something. And have that. And I'm going to bring in the reaction roles and stuff so that you can only see channels that you react to again. I don't want to use Dino. Zine, can we make bots do that? Can we make our own bots that just do react roles and stuff? Do you know how to do that? Well, no, not specifically you, Drew. Never mind. In fact, never mind asking that. You can make bots do anything. So, Drew, I was going to say, would you want to? Because I remember our old... Well, no. So here's what I'm saying. The reason why I'm saying it is because Drew made a good point by saying that there's a lot of shit in my server. So yeah, it needs a clean up. So... if you want to make the bots, we can clean the server up. Why not use the community Discord features though? Oh, because they brought them out, haven't they? Where you can do... I like that. You know what it is? It's so stupid. I like... Let me show you. There's a reason why I like it. It's a stupid reason. I like that this has got 700 reactions on it. That's the reason. I just like that it's got 700 reactions on it. And then you go down to reaction rolls. I like that these have hundreds of reactions. It just looks... It looks successful. And I don't want to get rid of them because of it. Even though this one literally does nothing because we don't have the Dino Pro app. If you clear those reactions, I'll ban you from the server. That's like my creme, my absolute pride is knowing that these exist. Like people, it's like, it's where even if Princess was to do it, I'd ban them for it. Like, someone comes in and messes with my reactions. I've worked hard on the, look, it's Me 6 as well. We don't even use Me 6. But we do for rules. That's what I could not come to terms with getting rid of it. Couldn't do it. So, I like the idea of fusion, right? Gartic. Fusion Gartic was fun. Now, we're not gonna make regularly. My favorite is Carlbot. Cookie, I thought we were friends. What's that? Ew, brother, ew. Carlbot. Carl's gone, isn't he? Isn't Carl dead? Carlbot. Oh, no, he's not. Wait, what was the old one? What was the old one? Could make a bot, though. Totally out of your want. Never pay for a dang bot. I mean, I did. I paid for a way too easy to pay for. That's the thing. It's every single streamer would do it. Every single streamer would pay for a bot. Wait, why have you guys... Wait, saying that though, why have you guys just never made a bot and just sold it like a streamer's bot? Why not just do that? Like an easier to use. All of those pro features are just people don't know how to use it. Yeah, I know. That's why I paid for Dino. I paid for Dino because I didn't want to make a bot that did it. It lets me make custom welcome messages for the server with cool stuff, which is the main reason. I mean, it's Cookie, I love you, but oh my god. Okay, you know what? Here. High five because you like making custom welcome messages. I've made many a bot, just never for other people. I mean, yeah. I mean, we made our own bots. I guess. Yeah, I get it though. Now I've suggested that to Zine, and I make one though. Make it! Make bots. Make my server... The thing is, it's because you complain to... Like, when I say an RPG bot... What, like... An actual RPG bot that's like an actual game in a server. That could be actually kind of cool. Turn a server into a game. Make a Zorg bot. It takes you to different channels to where you go. It's like... You go north, and it takes you into a random channel in the Discord server. That's... Does that... Chat, are you all too young to know what Zorg is? Titan with voice... No, Zork was just... Let's see, is this classic Zork? It's downloading metagame files for me right now. Just put me on large screen. Can I just... Okay, zoom in for me. Yes, baby. This is the best thing ever. Full dark screen. F11 mode. Zork? Yeah. Oh, I know, Zork. I feel like you forget my favorite game. No, I know, but chat, this... If you're too young to know what Zork is, this is Zork. You literally, it's a text-based game, right? It's an adventure game. Could you even class it as that? So, like, you just type in the box here, it's like... Zorok. No, just Zork. Right? See, you just type the direction you want to go in. It's like, you are facing the north side of a White House. There is no door here. All the windows are boarded up. To the north... of a narrow path winds through the trees, and you go north. Forest path. There is a path winding through a dimly lit forest. The path heads north-south here. One particularly large tree with some low branches stands to the edge of the path. Go to the tree. It's here. Climb the tree. Up the tree. This is the precursor of MUDs, which just added multiplayer. See, so look. An egg covered it, so, you know, you'll be like, take egg. Taken. Leave tree. You are not carrying the tree. Climb down the tree. See, it's just a text-based adventure game. And I loved it when Call of Duty Black Ops added in Zork as a little hidden feature. I'd play so much Zork. So much Zork. I just sit in the Call of Duty section, in the main menu section, and just play Zork. Because I'm that sad. So here's what we're gonna do. So, not to digress too far, however, let's talk about what we're gonna do today. What I was thinking, I liked the fusion ideas that we did on Gartic, right? The Gartic ideas were kind of cool, and I liked it. How dare you make me crave beer now? How dare you? I didn't make you crave it. I just brought your brain into the correct zone of where it needs to be, JD. I mean, if I have to drink Lucozade Sports, Lucozade Energy, it's a glucose-based drink. It's not an energy drink. Shut up. However, if we were to play Gartic, I want to add a wheel. You know, like the spin wheel that we used to use? Add a spin wheel that decides what our fusion's going to be. Go on to Masterpiece and make Masterpiece of the fusions. So we spin the wheel twice and it's going to be blank X blank. And then we do it. I just don't know what the prize is going to be. For like the winner. What would the winner's prize be? You know? Also, I need to turn my music on because I'm not listening to music. You guys are. So, let's get the Gartic crew on board, right? Let me jump onto Discord and let's just do a ping and be like, at everybody, sorry for the ping. At everyone, sorry for another ping. But let's do it here. Let's just bring you guys along the trip with me, right? But we're doing Gartic phone again today and wanted to know, not what wanted you to know, and wanted to add a spin wheel for fusions. Join on and give me your ideas for possible fusions. How you doing? Hey, Suck. We're literally just about to ping about Gartic. How are you doing today? I'm doing really good. Very hot, very, very warm, and I know I've got 2 shirts on, but the price you got to pay to look good. How's your day doing today, Suck? Boom, boom. Sorry, everyone, you're getting pinged again. You're gonna leave the server if that. I know, but I'm sorry. If you're gonna leave because I pinged you. Yes. Suck. Sus caveat. What about a succubus caveat? I don't know. Bring you guys back. Wagwan. I did nothing. I just came. You just what? I saw Gartic phone and I have returned. Welcome back, Styles. Look at that. Also, Mutant the Endyman. It's not Cintraverse, it's the Cinternet. Welcome to the Cinternet. Please enjoy your stay. Where half of the community is autistical gay. That's why I came to the conclusion. It's Susculus caviar plant eggs. Why you guys gotta do this to Suck? Suck's just hanging. It's not the Cintraverse. please, I'm begging you. I spent enough time creating this internet. Sorry, chat. What just happened? I am autistic, but I don't know if I am gay. It depends on the people, you know? I'm not gay, but I like men that have women parts and look like women and identify as women. If that makes me gay, I'm gay. You guys are gonna clip the section where it just says that I'm gay. The Syntronet verse, it's not. I mean, what's the point of being broskies if you ain't gonna kiss my broski? Chat, what's the point in being bros if you can't be... You kiss the homies goodnight. Socks are on. It ain't gay if it's homies, it's homosexual. Let's get open the wheel of names, right? Let's get up the wheel. So, here's what I want to do. I want to get open. I want to get open. Hey, names, right? And then we're going to go bump. Right. Here's the goal, right? Chat, you guys are in this with me. Fusion types 4. Fusion types.
Drink water. Become moist.
Gladly, Cookie. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, I've not had a Lucozade in years. I used to have Lucozade in school, and now I'm having it when I'm schooling you guys. Top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome to today's video. Okay. Guaranteed it's just clipped me saying I'm gay in it. I'm gay. I'm gay. Why? You're clipping the part where it's like, I'm gay. I'm just saying I'm gay. I'm gay. You're just gonna clip the part specifically where it's where I'm admitting it. I'm gay. I'm gay. Guys, caught me slacking, chat. Cracker slacking into it. Damn, bro, I'm down bad. Oh. Why did you just delete that VOD? I didn't. What do you mean delete the VOD? The VOD isn't... You can't delete the VOD. Yeah, you can't delete the VOD. I'm still live. There's no VOD. You dumb idiot. Sorry. Right. Fusion ideas, chat. We're talking... We're talking fusion ideas. So, this is for Gartic, right? What should we have as fusion? So, you just spitball ideas, just throw them on. And it's so like we could do Venom, right? You said Venom. And then you said... I'm gonna use my starving Venom. So you said, can we do emo X cartoon characters or Joker? So what? So this is what I mean. So we'll do that. Then we'll do cartoon, Joker, anime, and then we'll do... We can make 2 wheels, right? So we'll do art style and then characters, right? So chat, okay, 1 in the chat or 2 in the chat. Number 1 being we make 2 wheels for a genre and an art style, or 2 in the chat if you want to do just everything in 1 wheel and we just spin it twice. Let me see. We got a 1 for 2 wheels. Okay. My Little Pony, 100%. Okay, so 2 wheels so far. We got 2 for 1 for 2 wheels. We got 2 votes for 2 wheels. Okay, so we got... Okay, I'll cut it on that one then. So let's leave it. Let's leave the art style out for now. Right? So let's do 2 art styles. Give me characters or balls. Hey, dummy. Right, let's do 2 wheels. So the first one, this is going to be characters and or like characters or like programs, right? So characters within. So you want Peppa Pig. I'll add Peppa Pig. Right, next one was My Little Pony. That's going to be weird. Dora the Explorer. That one's a mental one. Shrek. Okay, we got Shrek. Come on, chat. Give me more. Give me something hard to work with, donkey. From Shrek. Baby Yoda. Finn? Yes! I'm gonna do Adventure Time as one anyway. Adventure Time. Jake the Dog. John Wick. This is going to be really cool. It's not Wick. Cool Whip. Tractor Tom and Tonka Chunk. Who is that? Tractor Tom. Sure. Yugi. Okay, yeah. Let's do Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, right? So let's do Yu-Gi-Oh! Right. Shaggy. Yes. Let's do Scooby-Doo overall as well. Let's do Family Guy. What's another one? So we can do Joker, Venom. Let's do Spider-Man. Donald Trump. Donald Duck. I didn't mean to write that. I did not mean that was muscle memory from calling people Powerpuff Girls. I love Powerpuff Girls. Jojo. He knows what he's doing. No. Winnie the Pooh. Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack. Taylor. Let's do as a... Okay, let's do Taylor Swift. Sintrusty HD. What's happening? One Piece. Okay, so chat, keep the names going for it. So Shadows, what we're doing, we're making a wheel of names of characters, of programs, or like people that we can base something off, right? So this is going to be for fusions with Gartic streams that we do. So the goal is we spin one wheel, it chooses the character, and then we spin a second wheel, which is the art style. Okay, we've done Scooby-Doo already. Pokemon is a good one. Another one, chat. Come on. What is Saitama? What's Saitama? Is that a weird anime? Naruto. Goku. Goku's on there. One Punch Man. Yeah, you want a weeb, bro. Get nerded. Wait, so we'll do One Punch Man as the anime. And then we'll do Saitama, okay? Beerus. Man, like Beerus. We can do that. Right, chat. Give me cartoons, right? Things that you like. Hello there. Hello there. Hey, Arva, how you doing, bro? Doja Cat. Just saying. Doja Cat is a satanist. Ben 10. Not that the Beerus. Oh, listen. Beerus is great. Okay. Simpsons. I love that one. Amazing World of Gumball. Yes. South Park. Okay. Demon Slayer. Yeah. Seaman Slayer. Is it Slayer or Slayer? Slayer. Max Steel. Beyblade. How are we gonna draw Beyblades? Max Steel. Chat. Give me games. Rick and Morty. Why have we not done that one yet? Right. That's not how you spell Rick. SpongeBob. Hollow Knight. Let it rip, Sonic. Right, Fallout. Fallout 4. I like that. Skyrim. This is gonna be so good. Sans. Let's just do Undertale specifically. Sonic Unleashed specifically. Escape from the city. Why have you not even tried doing Minecraft yet? I'll wait for you. Follow me. Banger. Let me just make this. There you go. Let me just make the There you go. The music a bit louder. Like larger on screen. Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. I love that. Digimon, Digivolve, Digimon, Digital Monsters, and not doing Roblox. What, JD? You got around it. Damn. Jujutsu Kaisen. No. We've got so much. Magic the Gathering. Can't do that. There's no way of drawing Magic. Bakugan. Do we not have Bakugan? Do we not have Bakugan? Is that just what Bakugan? Cookie. Yeah, fine. No, that's an art style, right? So we're doing, don't forget, we're doing 2 different wheels. One of them, which is characters and cultures and stuff like that. And then we're doing art style. Skibidi is an art style. I will die on my Beth dead. Mario yes, Mario. People won't know that though. You know, Tyson? Power Rangers. Robots in Disguise. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Transformers. Right, more Walking Dead. The Walking Dead. Insanity. Yeah. Who else, chat? There's got to be some more. Ninjago 2. Persona 5. No. World War Z. Wait. World War Z? And then we've got The Last of Us. Yes, Tyson, exactly. And then we've got FNAF. Lego. Wait, we don't actually have Star Wars yet. Overall. Star Trek. That's not Star Trek. Star Trek. Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings. Spaceballs. Wait, what was it? Deep Space. Space Jam. Space Jam. Chat, do you guys know what Space Jam is? In the style of Mr. Bean. This song's getting turned up. Gonna rock your border on a bay. Dance with me. On a body. On a day. Dance with me. Rock your border. On a day. Dance with me. Got a band gay. Dance with me. Talk to me, boy. Yeah, but also Looney Tunes got. Why did it get flagged? In general, Looney Tunes, yes. Yeah, help me go. Looney Tunes. First, there's no second Space Jam really. We've definitely got Spider-Man, Ryan. Don't worry. Oh, okay. Wait. So we need to, yes, okay. So I'll do Omni-Man. Minions. What's the movie called? Twitch streamers. Content creators. YouTubers. Cancelled content creators. That one will be nuts. Imagine. Oh, chat. Imagine. Homelander. DC Universe. We haven't even got Steven Universe. Marvel Universe. Disney. Let's do Pixar specifically. Wallace and Gromit. Mother's Milk. The Boys. Cancelled content creators. My mind went to line makeup. Mine went to Mini Lad. It's mad because like I actually know him personally as well now. That's mad. How to train your dragon. How to drain your dragon. How to train your dragon. Among Us. Why do we not have Among Us? Among Us. Lethal Company. Yeah. Warhammer. I don't think people would understand, like, we can just do, like, fantasy, I guess. That'd work. You know? Hear me out, guys. Minecraft, but it's Among Us. Exactly. So we could either do Fusion X Fusion, or we can do Fusion X genre. Right? So that's how I think we can do it. That's how I'm thinking that we go. Minecraft X Minecraft, or Minecraft Imagine. Minecraft X Among... No, because we've got Minecraft and we've got Among Us. So watch. For instance, I'll spin once. That's nuts, by the way. So we'll have, to start with, it'll be Venom. And then we'll spin it again. So if we do Fusion X Fusion, it'll be Venom X JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So then we'll have to do JoJo X Venom. I reckon that'll be dead good. Yogscast all the way. You know what I was watching today, Cookie? If you know what it is. I was watching Shadow of Israfel. Venom X JoJo. Imagine. Right? So that's why we're making this wheel. How good would this be? We could make Gartic so good. Minecraft X Among Us. See, the thing is, Shadows, you're so little-brained. Shadows, look. Minecraft is on here, though. Right? So, look, we've got Minecraft on this list. So, if it spins twice, we spin it and it goes Minecraft, and we spin it again, it gets Among Us. Then we get them. However, Cookie, I was watching Shadow of Israfel, episode 1 today. Oh, you're saying the gods to give it you. Fair. Right, what was the next one I was going to add? It was Yogscast, right? So let's add Yogscast. I used to love watching Yogscast Shadow of Israfel for one. That's the whole point of why we're doing HeroCraft. I love the idea of it. Right, more. Let's think movies and or games, chat. What's your favorite game and or movie? We can add them onto the list as well. Also, let me just... Okay, wait. While we do that, I'm going to move us onto here. I'm just going to change the game specifically to Gartic. I feel like it suits it better. I don't like it. I love it. And then we're going to go Fusion Wheel. The sides, all masterpieces. I love it, love it, love it. Whoa. I accidentally spun the wheel. I can't do anything until it decides. And what have we got, chat? Looks like we're doing YouTubers. I'm curious to see what would it be. Get bonked on. Right, let's see. What would it be? Let's just see what would it be, okay? Minecraft specific. Rim, good one. Content creators. X My Little Pony. See, it'll be so fun if we do it that way. That'll be so funny. Oh, let's go. Right, so we're adding on here. We're going to Stardew Valley. We'll do a couple more, okay? So we'll do Sea of Thieves, Pacific Rim. And then we'll do one more. Chat, give me one more. One more character-esque or universe, your favorite. Hey, NATO, how you doing? Toratek. Toratek is so dead. No one's gonna do Toratek. What's something that we're missing, though? What is something that we're missing from here? There's gotta be something that we're missing, like an amazing thing. They just updated it, but it's got... There's literally 4 people probably playing that game on Twitch right now, watching it. Hey? Otherwise, I might have. Assassin. Oh, assassin ass in. Good shout. Right, there's that one. And then we're going to go to save. Save locally. We're going to go character fusion. But, NATO, we're doing really good. We're vibing. We're living life. I don't see the rest, but... Did you do content warning? I actually did. I think I did add content warning. Boom. Hide that folder thing. Let's add that onto my desktop. There we go. That's fine. Let me see. Did I add? Let's just do Control F and let's do content. Content creator, content creator. No, we didn't add content warning. That's a good shout. It'll be on here. Let's do content warning. So if you don't understand the context about this chat, so what we're doing is we're making 2 wheels. Number 1 is characters, universes, and other like objects within a universe to start the fusions off. And then the second wheel is going to be art style. So anime, retro, I don't know what you, if you want to do like 1950s noir style, horror themed, we can do all of that. That's what's going to be cool. Call of Duty, specifically Captain Price. You know what? I'll add Captain Price because we all love Captain Price. Captain Price, and we can add shots, ghost, Call of Duty. Undertale can be, you know what? Undertale is a good one. Ghost, yeah, I've added Ghost. Or, you know what? Call of Duty Zombies. Specifically call it Perry the Platypus. That's, I mean, okay, we can do Perry. Perry the Platypus. So that's going to be on the Call of Duty. So chat, right, so now that we've got this, I'm going to click save. We're going to go save again, and then we're going to go boom. Yes, overwrite it, my friendings. Plant v Zombies. Right, okay, listen, we've got enough on there. We'll do another one. However, we're going to go and make a second one. So what I'll do is I'll just duplicate this. This is the second one. Right now. Art style, right? This is where you guys are going to come in really clutch. What art style do you want? So first and foremost, we've got anime. I know. Cartoon. We got Van Gogh. Is it Van Gogh? Is that how you spell it? I spell Van Gogh. Picasso. Henri. Wait. Realism. 90s. Oh, 90s reality TV. That's what we're doing. Atari. Hey yo, Cap, how you doing? Welcome, Sin. This song's such a throwback. We're only listening to the tunes today. Hey, how you doing? We are currently doing a Wheel of Misfortune, which is going to be Fusion X Fusion for us doing Gartic masterpieces. Pixel, I like Pixels. Pixels is going in there. But how are you doing? Welcome, Sin. Welcome. Welcome formally to the Sinternet. This is where we are. Welcome to the Sinternet. My name... Wait, I can say it. Welcome to the Sinternet. Please enjoy your stay with half of our community is either autistic or gay. There we go. Welcome, Sin. Welcome, Sin. Chat, listen, I want to say very quickly, we love Cap, right? We've been over to Cap's channel a couple of times, and I want to say, if you don't know Cap yet, Cap plays Minecraft whenever we go over and see her. Sometimes drunken streams, sometimes just little chaotic streams, and you're all silly little geese. So go over, drop Cap a little follow. Cap's amazing. and has a great community. They do a lot of roleplay shit, and you know what we like doing with roleplay? We love roleplay. So go follow Cap. They're cool. They also drink a lot. Like dwarves. VPN art style. We can't do VPN art style. Lego art style. Okay. Lego. Let's go again. We don't talk about the drunk streams. We always talk about the drunk streams. You drink a lot too, but that's because you're an alcoholic.
Emotional damage.
Aye. Has been art. No. Okay, chat. Come on. More art styles. Following just for that fact. See, exactly. Cap, have you ever played Gartic on stream before? How's it going? Becca, hello. How are you doing? Welcome, Sin. Hope you're having a great day. Aye. My poor little drunken heart. Are you drunk right now, Cap? Chat, I'm sorry. The shirt's coming off. It has to. I have to take off the shirt. I am boiling. Like Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oof. Sin's out, gin's out. I just got off work. I wished out. Well, you know what? You've just finished work, so now's the time to get drunk. Chat, I don't condone getting drunk. Get drunk. I'm not condoning it. What up, Becca? I know, Becca. I miss you. I love you. How have you been? How's life? How's you? Art styles, chat. Give me some. Yes, cracker slacking. Let's go medieval. Medieval. Let's go ye old. English. I'm going back. I gotta go. Do what you gotta do, dude. Don't worry about it. I would if I wasn't losing my damn voice. Isn't that the perfect time to just drink? Don't you know? Vodka cures all. Aesthetic. Is it? It is. Oh wait. English, and then it's. Is that how you spell aesthetic? Apparently so. Or however you spell it. Who's the artist? It's so basically what you need to do is you need to. So okay, for context, so this is a wheel here, which is our Fusion X Fusion. So what we do is when we play Gartic, we will spin this wheel when we're doing fusions, and we'll go. This is the character or the content that you've got to draw. So let's see what it lands on. Mr. Bean, right? So you have to draw Mr. Bean. What art style are we going for? You have to draw Mr. Bean. Hyper realistic. So that's the goal that we're going for. I need to mute these tabs. So that's what we're doing. So let me see. Aesthetic. Oh, aesthetic. Like that. A-E-S-T-H. A-E-S-T-H. E-T-I-C. Okay, cool. Abstract. I like abstract. Abstract. I guess we could throw in a modern... No, I don't want to do modern art. Mr. Bean's Holiday. Slapping banger movie. I'm just saying. Now, we've got 90s reality TV. Let's go to 80s TV. Let's just do 80s TV. Let's go to... We've got anime. We've got cartoon. Atari. Landscape and portrait. You just done GCSE art and went, I know what I was doing. Right, so we've also got... Wait, so Becca, you said, it's been a while. Things have been good. Just stressed with a uni essay due in the morning. Becca, listen. Have the stream in the background. Do whatever you've got to do. We're here for you. Go grab yourself a cup of tea or something. Vibe. We're here for you. I've got all faith that you'll have it done by midnight. Super simple. You've got less than 2 hours, but I believe in you. Okay? Could you do NSFW? We could not do NSFW. Let's do... Have I done horror? Let's do horror. No NSFW, though. Valid question, but do you know the answer? Could you? I mean, I can do. Why is my... Oh, my headphones were unplugged. Jeez. This entire time I've been wondering if my headphones were breaking. Futuristic. So, okay. So, postmodern. I guess postmodern's a thing as well. Postmodern. Let's go with... Noir. I like Noir. I finally got a new PC so I can play Minecraft. NATO. There you go. Join in Discord. The HeroCraft server is going to be up for beta testing again. Drew, what do you reckon? Beta, are we talking Monday? Or are we talking like Wednesday and do 3 days? Sin, have you considered a life in DJing? Because Lord, these are all bubs. I always get told this, and I... PS2 style, by the way, because yeah, I've got that. Let's go for PS2. Have I ever considered doing a career in DJing? No, but I used to be a pro musician. I used to play bass for my band. We done a lot of cool shows, cool gigs and shiz. It was cool. That's a past life of mine, though. Would I go into DJing? Maybe in the future. Who knows? Never say never. Wait, because you think that Monday is Monday at midnight? No, it'll be Sunday at 6 p.m. So don't forget, the difference is, though, Drew, is I wanted it to be the first time that we played it and tested it. That's completely fine. So now that I've already played it, I don't care. Sunday at 6 p.m. your time, that's fine. We can do midnight or whatever. You can choose the time. You tell me the time now, that's when we do it. Okay? So you and Zine come up with the time. I'll accommodate to it. Wait. Wait, I love Fergie. However, this song... Well, not a band. Still down in my testude. And rest out the dead. Knocked away to you. Knocked on my door with thought in my hand. 'Cause I know you're an old-fashioned man. Yeah. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You have to get it death until the day I die. Tough luck, my friend. The answer's still no. Why you gotta be so rude? It's such a bop chat. So rude. I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl. Okay. Right, let's see. More to do with... Let's see if we can get up... Right, I'm going to use Google as reference. Gotta be so... Art styles to draw. Yeah. Oh. Boo-doo. Cool drawings? No, I want cool art styles. Yeah. But then hey, me, we will be boys. More art style. What are they? I gotta run away, hey. Still another Alex say you. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I've got it. Now we've got comic. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Doodle. Let's do... So I do sketch. Sketch is my favorite kind of artwork. Disney... No. Disney. So, like, it'll be in the art style of a Disney character. So that's really good. So, for instance, if we do Disney, we could get... What are we going to... Okay, let's see. What will we get mixed if we get Disney? So we would have to draw... I think it's going to be... Okay. So we would get Taylor Swift as a Disney character. Isn't that just Cinderella? So that's the goal. So yes, anything that could be like a drawing style. It doesn't have to be an art theme. So like it could be drawn as jazz musicians. For example, Pixar character. DC. In the style of DC Universe. We can do Family Guy again. Tim Burton. Cookie, you have an amazing sense of culture, by the way. We can do them as 80s pop stars. That'll be funny. Tim Burton really is a good one. Edward Scissorhands. Let's do... Wait. I'm adding Tim Burton into this. And then we can add... There was another one. It was not Steven Universe. It was Gravity Falls. And then Chowder. And we can add onto here. So other kind of cartoon-esque, like, okay, again, Adventure Time. Let's go on here and let's add Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty style. Winnie the Pooh style. Nope. We listened to this one before. We don't talk anymore. What's the server address if there isn't one? There is the current IP. It's not actually, wait, that won't work. Well, you know what? But isn't that just getting Rick and Morty in the style of realism? No, because it's not. Because Rick and Morty in the style of realism is hyper realistic. So look, we'll spin and let's see what we get. So we'd get... Is that JoJo? So we've got JoJo in the style of Ye Olde English. Come on. That'd be so good. That'd be so much fun. Next. The IP work on the server address. The server is actually down right now. Because we're still deving, okay, NATO? But give it until the next... So give it till next week and then we'll be on. The server will be ready for beta testing. So just wait until Monday. Or like Sunday night. Depending on where you live. You know? We don't talk anymore like we used to do. Let's go to... video game style. We can add... 1.20.1. We need to change everything about the command, to be fair. Okay, leveler. Let's go to graffiti. Street art. Doodle. Let's go to minimalism. Cuphead. In the style of a Cuphead character. Cuphead is insane. It's very, like, early stages Mickey Mouse. Okay, there we go. That's, okay. 1920s Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Mickey, by any chance? Hmm. Who else? I think we can take a lot from this list, though. How to Train Your Dragon. Wait, How to Train Your Dragon. In what style? What art style are we going for, chat? In a style of an Atari game. We do need to change Atari to Atari game. Atari game will be better. In the style of fantasy. Why fantasy? In fantasy style. Then, oh, horror. Let's go to vibrant. No, vibrant's just a color scheme, really. Let's look at the other one for inspiration. In the style of OG YouTubers. As a oh wait, in a style of a Pokemon. I like the idea of having them as Pokemon. Let's see, what else can we get? We can do all of these ones. I need to get rid of Harry... I think I done Harry Potter already. Did I? Why does it feel so good? You hurt so bad. What one did I just do? Was it Harry Potter? Oh, no, wait. I done fantasy, didn't I? Okay, okay. And then we can go to Perry the Platypus. That's how you spell Fallout. Hello, Ayo Shaq, how you doing? We can do these ones. Wait, that's Max Steel needs to be there. So let's go to Sky. Let's do all of these. Okay, and then we can do it here, and I'll delete the ones that are duplicates. So Pokemon, gone. That needs to be capital. Rick and Morty's on there already. How you doing, Shaq? I'm afraid, but doing good so far. Why are you afraid, bro? What did you do wrong? The Beatles. 67 entries on there and 100 entries on the dot. Yo, I didn't even realize we did that. Okay, that's cool. A troublemaker. Right, let's do that, and then let's save this one, and this one's going to be saved as it's going to be character fusion style. Okay. Arsenal versus Man United this Sunday. Arsenal's gonna win. Fam, you can't even doubt that one. It's fine. As fast as we can. Look at this. We're on the top of these. Let's see. What's Moose doing?
Enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm glad you all did, you know. If you want to join the Discord, give
You're
suggestions
cool.
on game.
He looks cool. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's add on Twitch. Fast as we can, troublemaker. Right, so chat, we're going to be doing... we have won once at Old Trafford in the past 8 years. It's going to be in Wembley, is it not, anyway? I thought it was still going to be there. So we're going to do Masterpiece, and we're going to do the wheel, right? The invite link, if I can invite you all into it. Nah, Old Trafford. Gee, bro. I mean... It's a mental game, though, is it not? Skip.
Skips and beats.
Okay, so if you guys want to join in, I'm going to jump onto here. I'm just going to do a quick see who's going to join on. Team. Ma ba da ba da 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 da. That's Drew. I've just seen what you did. If it says feel free, Zine just needs like 50-minute notice. We'll do We'll do it Monday, but we'll do it convenient time zone for you. Just choose the time so I'm ready. Right, doing Masterpiece, Gartic Fusion. Long. Nothing like this in my heart. Spit skips a beat. Oh, wow. Scary. You're a Tottenham fan? Shaq, what do we think of Tottenham? You stream Monday, so everyone be there. Exactly. So we'll hype it up over the weekend. I'm doing Lethal Company on Sunday with Capri. What do we think of shit? Tottenham. Thank you. That's all right. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. Yeah, buddy.
Get shit on, Tottenham.
Hey y'all, we are indeed. I'm gonna be playing Lethal Company with Capriza, and it's gonna be kind of pogs. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. I'm sorry, Cookie. I had to do it. I'm so sorry. In the style of Madagascar. Wait, I need to add that. Let's get Madagascar. That's not how you spell Madagascar, but it's okay. We can add it to here as well. Madagascar. So, chat, I want to see how this goes. I want to see. This is what we are drawing, right? You guys can take as long as you need. But this is what it is. We are going to be drawing. It's going to be The Walking Dead. We are going to be drawing The Walking Dead in the style of spin me around like a wheel. So close. The Walking Dead as a Pixar character. That's cool. I like this. This is a really cool system. Okay, so we've got that. So the goal is Shaq and NATO, right? Minecraft zombie. A Walking Dead character in any way in the style of, and there's no time limit on this, but I'm going to set 20 minutes here. So you've got 20 minutes. In fact, start the timer for 20 minutes. Got to run, but Dove stream should go. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you have an amazing night. I didn't pass primary school art. Come on, bro. Bark out. Lay it down. Have an amazing night. Get some rest. You've worked hard today. You deserve it. Right, so chat. The goal is... Let's get up a... Let's look at Pixar characters for reference. Wait. I know who to draw. Oh. So, a Walking Dead character, right, chat? Where do you go to? Where does your head go when you think Walking Dead? Carl! You think of Rick, right? What is Rick? Rick is a cowboy. Right? So if Rick is a character from The Walking Dead, that means that we should go with a Pixar. We should go with a Pixar character, right? Who is a cowboy. What Pixar characters do you know, chat, that are cowboys? Too rounded. More, a little bit of rounding. I think we might have had like a much better start than I thought I'd have had. I thought this was going to be a lot worse as a start. So if we're going to go down the route of Rick being a Pixar character, right? So I'm thinking... Bring it in. If we go, Okay. I don't think people are going to get on too easily to who I'm drawing. And I think no. There's one person I think that might get onto it. And I think it's Cookie. Because Cookie seems to be on the ball when it comes to guessing what I'm drawing. That girl, you don't say. All the day, like a melody in my head, and I can't keep. Oh, got me thinking like. And then look at that to me, look at on my mind. Okay, that's fair. That's good. Index. I think, is it gonna be? No. That's that guy. His hairline kind of. Oh, got me thinking like. Rick. Grimes. Rick Grimes. X. Pixar. Oh, this has hurt my hand already. Na 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 na. Nope. No. Na na every day. Summer. RB sound. Love. Eastern brown. We get it together, baby. In the summer. Straight down, straight around. Surely somebody would have guessed what it is by now. I need to make it smaller. My arm, right, chat, timer check is you got 13 minutes left. Summer. Bam. Love. Together, baby. The skies are blue. Is that a better dark brown? Yeah, that's a better one. I know who it is. Nuh-uh. Wrong way. Is it you that's finished, by the way, Kiriko? Someone poison the water. Oh, in the summer. That's not how you do his nose at all. Should I say? I can. There's three of us, and you're in the chat, so I have to take the imagination and say, yeah, it's you. Yeah, I can't. I knew it was you, bro. Don't worry. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna assume you drew a Minecraft zombie. I have to just go with it. Just squares. You drew. Oh, so wait, you did actually draw a Minecraft zombie. Okay, fair. Yep, I knew that. Yeah. Okay, as long as it fits Pixar themed and The Walking Dead, because the theme is this. I did my best, so I'm the last one. Damn. Okay, I'll speed up. Like it do, what to do. Since I watched The Walking... You've never watched The Walking Dead? I go further. 3, 2, 1. Quack. That's just not a circle at all. Let's grab this circle right. I like it like you. I don't like that. You just know it's okay. Okay, yeah, Lio. Three, 2, 1, go. Quack. That's not the circle I want to do. Up and down, go. There you go. I guess that's fine. That's been 12 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh wait, I didn't do any shading. I like it like you. Let me do. Shit. What you do. Oh my god. Damn, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, mine was Woody. It was doing so good until I rushed it towards the end. Ah, frick. I should have done that. Oh yeah, I tried to make Rickman an Arsenal fan. You know what? That's officially... Look at that. That's Rick from The Walking Dead as an Arsenal fan, but he's also Pixar based. I get it now. That's just a Minecraft zombie. I think I'm the only one that stuck to it. Right, chat, there is the link if there's anyone here that wants to join into it and play a little bit of Gartic. We're gonna try. I wanted to test out that little theme that we had going. I like the idea of it. I want to do it more. I think it'd be kind of fun. LMAO, that's it. Gonna have to do something. Do what you need to do, bro. I'll try to be back soon. It's alright, man. Don't worry. As long as we got the lists done, I was okay with it, right? Better than nothing. It's fine. You're right. But as long as we got that done, I was happy with it, okay? I was very much happy to just, as long as we got one done, just so we can see, right? So let me show you again. We'll jump, boom, go here, straight there, right? So this is what I mean. So we don't have to do it now. We could literally just, as long as we got the lists done, I'm happy with the lists. So this is how it's going to go. Who did we get? What is the character and or the theme? It is going to be, is it One Punch Man or Goku? It's One Punch Man in the style of, let's see, Mickey Mouse or Cuphead? Mickey Mouse? 1920s. Practice. Yeah, exactly. As long as we got it working and we know that it works. So, for example, we've got 1920s Mickey Mouse as One Punch Man. So the goal is to then go One Punch Man. Right? And then I've never watched it, but that's the point though. So some people just don't have, it's basically just this guy, right? So you'd get him and then you do it into Steamboat Mickey. So that's what you do. So you turn One Punch Man into this. That is terrifying. So do you see what I mean? So that's how you do it. So it'd be boom in the style of boom. That's that. So that's how we do it. As long as we got that working, I'm happy. There's the stream. Say hello to chat. Now, I was happy with that. That's what we needed to do. Right. Okay, I'm getting distracted by good music. Let me put the views there. There we go. Which I can copy and paste it. I can just post it into the chat as well. I can just send a link into our into the Discord. I can put it in the Discord server later. So, chat, here is the goal. I think we've got that nailed. I'm glad that we got it because I want to do a fusion stream with other friendos. Also, the stream team. I am looking for more people to put into the stream team. That'll be kind of cool. Once we've got other people in there, things will start to be flying. Oh, you meant the image? Oh, you wish you can just copy and paste. Wait, oh, the image from there to... yeah, I mean, there's ways that you can that'll turn it into an... there's like things you can get for your PC to make it overlay. You can trace it, I guess. But let me also... wait, I need to change the stream game back onto just chatting. Otherwise, we'll just be... we'll be in the wrong category. We'll upset the people. Just chatting. There we go. Sorry, chat, if you came over here. And then let's go to Fusion Wheels or Masterpieces, and let's go to beer is just liquid bread. It really is. Beer is just liquid bread. So we'll be doing that with the content creators as well. We also have First Class Trouble, Minecraft. We've got on the weekend we have not First Class Trouble, Lethal Company with Caprixa. That'll be Pogs. Can't wait for that one. We also have Among Us on Monday. This Hammersicle feature. You just bonking me on the face. To be fair, I do just... it's ADHD central for me. It is. It's just ADHD central for me. On Monday, we have Among Us. We also have Lethal Company on Sunday, Minecraft Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's lots. I need to write up my schedule because I haven't even written it up yet for myself. And we're going to absolutely crumble at that. I ain't that. Me, maybe. Ah, it's okay. I know you are. But what am I? But until I want to go say hi to a friend. around my finger. Right down. A good streamer. I want to go say hi to a friend, chat. So, don't forget, today we had a little bit of a chat. Sup, Marsh Gibbity? Although you missed, we were doing some Gartic just beforehand. How you doing? How's your day going, my dude? But I can smell something really nice cooking. Who's cooking? Who's making some cool food? Skibbity, how you doing, Skibbity Toilet? Skibbity is actually one of the... So, okay, I'll explain. Wait. Right. This is a fun one for you, Arlo. So, Arlo. There we go. I started a wheel, right? I'm a Gartic. Should I leave? You can leave the Gartic thing if you want. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that Gartic's done. So, watch this, Mr. Skibbity. This one's for you. So we made a wheel of fusion, right? I thought it was kind of cool. So what we're doing is you'll spin the first wheel. Let's just turn the noise on. And then we've got the Amazing World of Gumball. Followed by, in what art style? I need to add it. That's the one that I didn't add, that I knew I needed to add. In the style of Vincent van Gogh. However, we also have Skibbity as a style, which means, and I can save that very quickly, which means you could potentially, if we were to do Gartic and you're inside the lobby, you could do the Amazing World of Gumball in the style of Skibbity Toilet got Amazing World of Gumball. I added that for you, okay? And you can blame Cookie because Cookie suggested it, but that's all for you. So if we were to do Gartic again, which by the way, we're going to be doing Gartic again tomorrow. If you want to do Gartic tomorrow and you join in, we'll be doing Fusion X Fusion with the spin wheel. And we'll be you could potentially get Skibbity, right? We could potentially do Skibbity. We could do, imagine having, let's look at this one. Imagine getting, imagine getting Among Us Skibbity Toilet. Just shows how interactive Sin is. Exactly. You know how it is. Or imagine getting... Where's another one? Imagine getting Sonic Skibbity Toilet. You'd win in Among Us Skibbity Toilet. I think I'd win in Among Us Skibbity Toilet. Everything has to be Skibbity Toilet or else. Well, I think it's a really good... I think we'll do really good with that. I think having that list... Creme de la creme. Fizzy, welcome, Sin. How are you doing? We're talking about Gartic again. Because it was so fun yesterday. We made all of... Morty. Morty. Ayo, Mac, how's your day going, bro? Welcome, Sin. Welcome, Sin. How's your day? How's your Thursday doing? Yeah, we were talking. We've now got a wheel. Ooh, a wheel that chooses Fusion X Fusions, and we had a fun time with it. We might do it again in like 5 or 10 minutes if some of the other Gartics join up and say hello. If the other crew show up and they're like, "Hey, let's do a little bit of Gartic," we might do it. Ooh, a sexy wheel. Oh, it's so sexy. You ready? Do you want to see it? So, the goal is you choose Fusion X Fusion. So we spin it once and it's the character or the content of which we're drawing. So this is what we draw. Let's say Adventure Time in the style of... Adventure Time in the style of jazz musicians. That's so good. That would be so good. That would be so fun. Yeah, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Arlo, do what you need to do, bro. Thank you for dropping a like. If you can drop a like, drop a like. If you can't, I appreciate it anyway. But I'll see you in 10, nevertheless. That would be so fun. What's it? Okay. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that, but it's okay. Just getting YouTube up. Okay. Okay, straight onto YouTube. This is Adventure Time. Finn lost his voice.
We were just playing a game, BMO.
I need to
Oh, you will?
straight to
Yeah.
the...
As friend,
You shaped
my leg.
it.
Here, I can.
Okay, that was the worst disappointing phase. It's okay. Listen, this is something I love this TV show so much.
Hear both of you.
Disguise yourself, fool!
What are you bozos doing in my lair?
Dude, I think she sees us. What the? Dude, you shape changed to look like me?
Yeah! Let's go eat cinnamon bun!
Take my head away from here, baby!
Hey Finn, you think
now you see, it's a cartoon. However, it's just the best. And then we've also got like the amazing world of Gumball.
Okay. So are you gonna tell us what we should be celebrating? Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I don't know what that secret ingredient is, but the customers just love your burgers.
The secret ingredient is love.
Maybe I can't show this video on Twitch. But so like we'd be drawing it in the art style of this, like it's a cartoon, so you know, like that's the complete art style of what we'd be drawing in. Great. Maybe it's a bad example to show you Adventure Time because you don't know it. However, I'm just saying it'd be a great thing to be drawn. Okay, let's try again. Let's do another one for you, Fizz. Let's spin both of them. What did we get? The Marvel universe. So you have to draw something from the Marvel universe in the style of Goku. Maybe Goku needs to be removed from this one. Maybe it's Goku if he was an MCU character. You see? I get it.
Quack, quack.
I'm calling that a ads break. He doesn't hear any of it. Exactly. That's why we do it. I'm back. I'm back. Exactly. So like imagine, so nice to be back. Nice to have you back. Now imagine doing Goku as an MCU character. Or just for one more example, I guess we could show you one more. We're going to draw. I think it's going to be, okay. So you have to draw a character from Pokemon in Harry Potter, right? That one, Pikachu as a wizard. Alakazam, with the sorting hat. Ekans or Arbok in Slytherin. See, so many potential that we could do. It'll be so fun. And I'm looking for It's just so much to do with it.
Quack, quack, quack.
Sylveon in the Goblet of Fire. Arbok as Voldemort's companion. Isn't there a map Pokemon these days, probably? Map Pokemon. Probably not. See, so many Jigglypuff in Hufflepuff. That's Pokemon X Harry Potter fusion. That'd be so good. Ekans in Gryffindor. Oh, Atkins? Huh. That's not how you spell Pokemon. Oh, wait. I think you did just misspell Ekans. I was like, that's not one. I'm back, Arlo. Welcome back at it again with those black vans. You probably did. Yeah, Ekans being the snake. But I think yeah. Oh, that's going to be so good. Pokemon X Harry Potter fusion. So good. We're going to have to do it, chat. At some point. But that's for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to do Ekans. Yeah, because it smells snake backwards. Smart bean, innit? Smell Ekans. Smell? Don't smell Ekans. It's a snack. So tomorrow we will be doing Gartic Masterpiece Fusion X Fusion. And I like that. I think this will be good to put onto the Ticket Talks as well. We'll make some content out of it. So if we get Arbok, yeah, it's just the reverse of Cobra. I mean, what about Muck? Ever thought about that, chat? If Ekans is just snake backwards, Arbok is just Cobra backwards, then what's Muck? What? Why is it? Why is it that? Who made the Pokemon names for the original 151? And why did they name Muck that way? Why'd you do it? It spells cum. Pikachu is Yukip. You've got that one right, at least. I don't think it works for all of them, buddy. I mean, that's just for the lazy one. I mean, no, listen. If we're going to talk about lazy Pokemon design, this is Klefki. A literal keyring Pokemon. You want to know what another one? This is Chandelier. The Chandelier Pokemon. In fact, you know what? Let's just look up Tractor Pokemon. Random one. Tracton. Maybe not. Dommy? Dommy, I'm just saying, bro. What Pokemon am I? Look up Rizmax. I'm gonna look at that one because I'm scared in this scene. Rizmax. Wait. Okay, I need to type in Pokemon. I don't want to look at the Pokemon Riz tier list. I can't do that. That would get me in so many R34s. Okay. Which Pokemon am I, chat? I'm curious. You're curious which Pokemon I am? I loved this game. What was the game called, Drew? Do you remember it? The one where you were a Pokemon and you go on and do quests as a Pokemon. That's my favorite Pokemon game of all time. You send a postcard to a friend. What exciting news do you have to share? And yeah. You're a Pikachu? You think I'm a Pikachu? Pikachu. Explored a new trial. I made a new friend. Took a spa day visiting the museum. I won a contest. What do you value the most? Knowledge. Friends and family, competition, relaxation, or adventure? Adventure. What's your dream vacation? Botanical garden. How would your friends describe you? I don't have any friends. Oh. Cool. I'm cool as shit, bro. I'm friendly. What's your favorite snack? Chocolate chip cookies, classic. Blueberries, smoothie. I like a good smoothie. Chips and salsa. No, smoothie. I like a smoothie. What's one thing you can't leave the house without? My smile, my glass, my headphones. I can't. Take the quiz again. Your glasses? No, because I can leave without the glasses. They're for on the screen and they're for close up. So if I leave, I'll do it again. So, okay, let's see. I won a contest. Friends and family. What would I like the most? Hot springs. It's going to make me a fire type if I click that no matter what. I like a botanical garden. I am cool as shit, bro. What does friends describe? Adventurous. Resourceful. I would still go with a smoothie. I can't leave without my glasses. Son of a b****. My dream vacation would be Skibidi Toilet Island. That's terrifying, bro. Let's see. What is another one? Hey, buddy? Which Mushroom Kingdom character would you be? Might be your best bud. Okay. Choose a color. Blue. One thing to eat for the rest of your life. What would it be? What would the... I don't know. Out of this, bananas, I guess. But it's gonna give me Kong. Whatever Mario's having. He's probably eating, like, actual food. He's probably... The thing is, he's Italian. He's eating pasta. I have to. He ain't eating no trail mix. What would you want to wear? Overalls and a hat. Ghost hunting gear? Oodles of jewels. A bottle of water. Oh, wait. Can I say bottle of water? God damn it, Arlo. Yes, I say bottle of water, by the way. But I read it as bottle of water. Because that's what everyone says. Necktie. I do like neckties. Ghost hunting gear would be kind of cool to put oodles of jewels. I like my jewelry. Activity would you choose? Dodgeball. I do love dodgeball. Where would you want to live? A treehouse? 100%. Treehouse would be cool, but a castle because it means I'm rich. How would you describe your personality? Brave and heroic, kind and thoughtful. Well, all three of these, and this one. Strong and playful. Tough on the inside, tougher on the outside. Kind and thoughtful. What would you say is your greatest strength? My loyalty. My powerful mustache. Okay, Mario. Don't tell him I told you this. Hey, AJ, my lips are sealed, bro. Is it actually a popsicle, though? Also, Drew's in the chat. I'm just saying, AJ. Chat, my perfect companion from that universe. I didn't choose it. The universe chose it for me. The princess is Pink. The princess in Pink rules over the Mushroom Kingdom. She rules on the race course too. When Princess Peach isn't hanging out with a beautiful castle, she's busy playing sports with her friends, going on adventure, or with Mario and friends. It's gonna melt. That's gonna melt. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Quack, quack, quack.
I think that's the perfect companion. I mean, hey, she cheats on Mario with Bowser. I think she got kidnapped. Also, I haven't watched the Mario movie yet, so I should probably do that. I do like the Mario movie. However, what I will say, but what I should say is, we all know and love Princess in my Discord, and she is my partner, which actually just proves my point. It's Princess or bust, baby. We're all for that. It's gonna melt. How's it gonna melt? So you can get popsicles. Why is he? It's summer, and he's like, let's just make popsicles. So what I want to say is, well, chat, I am going to do a lobby at some point. I want to okay, so there's another game I want to show you guys. It's called Midnight Ghost Hunt, right? I used to play this game in beta. In fact, Smitty's played it. There's no way he uploaded a video on it 6 days ago.
War Thunder, the military
That's War Thunder.
has received a major update. Experience the
Shut up, War Thunder.
My teammate's gonna die just like.
Okay, for the record, I've played this game since beta. I thought you were a Sigma. Of course, I'm Sigma. I don't have the sound alert for that one. But so this game, Prop Hunt. Well, no, Midnight Ghost Hunt is just Prop Hunt. But let's just play on this while I talk about this. So this is Prop Hunt with ghosts. Heading to bed. Good night, Fizzy. It's great seeing you as always. I love seeing you in the chat. Have an amazing night. Sleep tight until tomorrow. Or until next time. I'll see you later. Peace. So this is what I want to do this, and I can't wait for this. We're gonna do this with the Syndicate, and we're gonna have a cool little game session that we're gonna bring out. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for this shit. I want the Syndicate to be cool. Syndicate's gonna be cool. If Shadows is in the chat right now, it's gonna be really cool. They need to grab it. You need to buy this already, though, Shadows. Hurry up. Buy it. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really fun. Oh, I can't wait for it. Right. He's turned into literally is a door.
Sorry, we're not accessible to you guys. Sorry, buddy.
Come on.
See, possession. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I just can't wait for it, chat. I just can't wait. Can't wait for it at all. So it's gonna be cool. What I'm gonna say, chat. Who's live? Who's currently doing the lives? Case, we can't raid Casio, okay? I'm not raiding Queso. I have a friend who's currently playing Fallout 4, right? Her name is Steph. She's a cool bean. So we can either raid Steph, or is it Twitch Play? Are they actually playing it? Is Yogscast Cinema? Okay, raid Sketh. We're gonna raid Shadow Legends. Steph, right? Go over, say hi. You don't have to chill out for too long. Just go out, check the content. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's completely fine. What we'll do, we'll go raid Steph. She's playing Fallout 4. Don't give spoilers. It's the first time playing. Just be a cool little vibe, okay? Enjoy your time. Chat, we're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to play some Minecraft. We're going to do some Gartic. I'm going to schedule it so that you guys can go in. And I'll ping the people for it. Pinging all the people. And we can play some Gartic. Okay, Gartic would be kind of cool, kind of fun with everybody. Master, it's going to be Fusion X Fusion. Okay, my Sigma. Hey, yo, gotta see that Skibbity, you know? Stay Skibbity. Chat, stay Skibbity, okay? Make sure you're staying Skibbity. If you don't say Skibbity, what are you doing? Not that song. Not that song. Give me a better Skibbity. There we go. Okay, chat. Well, that is it then. Let's go say hi, okay? Let's be cool. Let's be good guys. Until tomorrow, 9 p.m. BST for more BSNT. My name's Vincent Trust saying you've been freaking dope. I've enjoyed it. We've got some things done, and we're going to play some games tomorrow. I like just chilling out every now and again. It's a hot day. I'm going to go for a picnic tomorrow, and then I'm going to come back, stream, play some games with you. It's going to be freaking dope. Got some recording to do. It's going to be fun. Until next time, chat, I've been Sin. You've been adorable. Until then, I'll see you next time. Lights, camera, good night. Later, dog.